1200 metres then. This is a Class 3 contest for the second last on the programme, and our final dirt race as well is race number 9, headed by Encore Boy. He'll jump from barrier 8. Matthew Poon takes £3 off his back. Winner Supreme, 2 out of 2 course and distance. Neil Callan takes over from barrier 2. Just Not Listening, a last start course and distance winner. He'll roll forward from barrier 12. Team Fortune was third behind Just Not Listening last time out. He's got a £9 turnaround. Zero Hedge makes his all-weather debut. Multi-Million on a hat-trick makes his all-weather debut as well. Enshrine makes his Hong Kong debut. Simply Big beaten a nose by Winner Supreme with an £8 turnaround here. And Strathclyde sees them out. Tony Millard and Matthew Chadwick from barrier 9. Happy Tour and the debutant Enshrine have been up at Chung Fa within the last month. Enshrine arriving back last week. There is loads of speed here.
Yeah, you touched on Enshrined and Happy Tour. They've both won trials at Chun Fa, leading. You can also throw Multi-Million into the category of leading at a trial recently heading into this race. And then you've got Winner Supreme and Just Not Listening, who led last start wider out. So it's going to be a frantic run through the first 2 to 300. See what happens.
Encore Boy's got barrier 8. He doesn't mind going forward either.
No.
Harbour Alert, throw him into the mix. And Happy Tour, as you mentioned. But Encore Boy's going well. He does have to carry the top weight here. 132 less at £3. Winner Supreme, he's, he only knows one sort of speed, this horse. That's flat out. And you can see even in his work, he really wants to get on with it. He's a very speedy horse, but he's going to get a lot of pressure. And Multi-Million, they're trying to relax him a bit more here in the mornings, but another one that leads over 1,000 metres on the turf. This is 1,200, and you can see he's doing it nicely. And Tony Cruz horses like to lead as well, so be an interesting race, this one.
It will indeed. Let's have a look at Winner Supreme and Simply Big last time out. Now, the key here as well, Winner Supreme, apprentice ridden his last 2 starts. Senior jockey Neil Callan goes on board, so I wonder if they are looking for a little bit more restraint.
Possibly. Yeah, I don't know, but just looking at that... at his work, though, he does like to pull a little bit in the morning. So, yeah, maybe they are looking for a bit. But it's an £8 turnaround between these two horses. And Simply Big got quite a little bit back. He hit the line strongly. And one more stride he had at 1. So, at weights and measures, I'm going to go with Simply Big.
Paul made a huge case for the horse running into third there on Wednesday night, who duly won. So the form line is strong, but I'm with Paul. I think the pull in the weights might be the difference between the two.
All right, Just Not Listening, another horse that rolled forward. It was pretty impressive as well, beating Team Fortune, Harbour Alert, and Encore Boy.
Yeah, I think Encore Boy might need another run. He had a little bit of a freshen up. He's quite a sort of honest horse, but I get the feeling he needs another one. Just Not Listening, still on the upward spiral. The trial leading into this was certainly not overly attractive, but it didn't seem to worry him race night. He's drawn wide, he's got more weight to carry, but he can stay out on his own. He might have to cover some ground, but I get the feeling he'll battle on pretty strongly to the wire, so I'm going to put him into the tips.
Yeah, I just wondered from that wide draw. I'll tell you what I have put in there from there is Team Fortune, though, because I think he might get the race run to suit from barrier 3. He'll sit in behind the post.
All right, back at the trials now. We've got some trial winners as well that Brett touched on. Happy Tour, this is at Chung Fa, a mile out in front here.
Yes, he's obviously won a race already on the all-weather by 5 lengths. That was some time ago. But he has been a horse that's seemingly done his best racing when he can get it his way. Now, in this race, there is a lot of speed, and I don't think he's going to get it his way. So that's a concern for me.
Yeah, me too. Barrier 11 as well.
Yeah.
Another one that's going to go lickety-split. Yeah, I think you'll know where you'll be in this race after about 400 metres. If you can get on and after 400 metres, you'll be a lot happier.
With horses around him, he seems to get a little bit rattled, so that concerns me.
Multi-Million. He has won his last 2 starts, one of them albeit via the steward's room, but all the same, he's on his debut here on the dirt.
Yeah, the last time he ran around the bend, he ran right off the track and completely lost the plot, so that concerns me. And I think he's a 1,000-metre horse so far. He'll get overhauled by the stronger horses for me.
Another pace influence.
Yeah.
Likely to go forward. And he does work well on the surface.
Yeah.
That was a good trial.
He'll be there for a while, but I think he'll get cut down.
Enshrined Fox Coach was his name when Mark Ibody trained him in the UK. He was a 2-time winner at Chelmsford. That's on the poly track.
Yeah, he's had 3 trials, and his last 2 wins, as you mentioned, have been on the poly track. A hood go on him. He's 11.03 pounds. Zach Purden, Casper Founds, barrier 5. He's gone all right.
Yeah, I'll be watching the market with this. I haven't got him in the tips, but very interesting runner. He's actually one of these Northern Hemisphere bred 3-year-olds, so off his rating, he should probably be carrying saddlecloth 4 or 5, as opposed to what is he, 10. Interesting, very interesting runner.
He's single figures at this stage. Simply Big, though, Paul, is the favourite.
Yeah, and I think he can win this race. He can just sit off the pace. Whatever happens in front of him, I think he can go really nice. He weights and measures. He's got an extra 8 pounds up his sleeve from Winner Supreme. And look, I just think he'll get a nice trail. Alfred Chan knows the horse now. He did ride him last time. And I think he can win. So I've got 11 on top. Now, Strathclyde's an interesting runner as well. He's a 2-time winner. On this all-weather, he's another one that can sit off the pace. So I'm going to go with these horses that are going to sit off the pace, 11 and 12. Winner Supreme, well, he's a nice horse and he's obviously speedy, so I think he can stay on. I just think he'll be overhauled late. And Team Fortune, another one off the pace. 11, 12, 2 and 5, 11 to win.
Same. I think the weights and measures, as Paul said, suggest that Simply Big's probably the hardest to hold out late with the pull in the weights. Winner Supreme, he'll kick at the start and he'll kick at the end. Just Not Listening, a little bit like him, I think's got more in his back pocket regarding ratings. And I'm going to throw in the 10 for 4th, Enshrined. I think he is a very interesting runner, and I'll sneak him in. 11, 2, 3 and 10.
Yeah, Simply Big. I think all said and done, he's got his opportunity here with all the speed up front. I just think with Winner Supreme, they can't run the race they did last time. He was running, what did he do, 21.7 his second split for his last 2 starts, and then coming home in 24.2. He can't do that again and beat these horses. I think they've got to do something different. I think that's the argument with him. And from barrier 2, well, Neil Callan will get the orders and trying to carry it out.
Well, that's it. It's going to be a tactical affair. Who's willing to hand up and who's not. I think it'll be decided in probably the first 300 or 400 metres. We'll have to wait and see, but Neil Callan was on HK Direct as well during the week with Ed Sadler.
Multimedia showcase for HK Direct. You'll find it all there. Neil talking about the past and the future as well. One more race to go then at Sha Tin on Monday, plus all the best bets. That comes up next.